fix this.
Does better.
So we're working on pitch today.
So the goal will be to share with you just a few tips on how you can make your position even better and making sure you can stay connected with your partner.
Yeah, what we tend to see in West Coast Swing a lot is like not enough movement and more just like footwork and basic like rhythm structure with just the feet. So what we want to talk about today is a way that will actually make your West Coast Swing look more fluid and have a lot more rhythm looking and just better. Yeah.
So a technique that a lot of pros in West Coast Swing are using and has been there for many, many years, it's pitching and making sure you can really use your upper body and lower body to have a bit more motion. What we often see is West Coast Swing dancers not using the spine enough and just using the hips, right? So just if you take one hand hold and you're going to be connected, you're going to place your right foot behind leaders.
Left foot behind for followers.
And your goal is just from neutral space, how you can find tension and compression. So using your spine pushing away to then settle more into your lower body and then pushing forward upper and lower. So as you can see, we don't have just the hips going into it, but having a bit more motion through the whole body before settling.
Yeah, we could definitely see in West Coast Swing, of course there's variations for everything, and so we don't have to do this all the time. Sometimes we will go directly into the hip like what we just did, but for this particular energy we want to try to create more fluidity, and so the way that we do that is by separating upper body from lower body.
Yeah. And I would say that even if we go directly to the hips, what we do is we still keep the upper body connected, so even if it's shorter, to then settle into the hip quicker.
Yes.
But we never just drop the hips directly,
right?
So that's where sometimes we see a bit more, too much release from the upper body. You still need to engage to then decide to go into the lower body. If I want to take even more time, I can dissociate, isolate to have even more motion upper to then decide how long I'm going to take to settle into my hip, right? So it's where we can find a lot of space into your own body to play with the song.
Yeah. So whether you have a partner or not, this is something that's great to practice. If you don't have a partner, then Thibaut's gonna be my bar for a second. What I can do here is I can imagine that I'm trying to just shift weight from left foot to right foot. But as I do that, I wanna create pitch. So as I move forward, I'm gonna first create the pitch in my body, then I'll transfer and start to press into the bar. As I go away, shift, then transfer. Shift, transfer, shift. So almost like we're doing little waves. Do you wanna try?
I'm a strong baller.
I can feel you're a strong pole. That's good.
So right here, my goal leaders, sometimes we might have a bit less movement because we take care of the lead itself, but I still need to feel that I'm able to always pushing from the feet, so you don't want to just disconnect from the back. I'm pushing from my feet, but decide to move upper, then decide to settle into the lower body and keeping an angle. Forward the same, upper, then lower for compression.
Ooh, how'd you do
and
that?
Go shoo and foo. So there's a little bit more motion into the whole body to go into it, right? So now, how do we put that into your dance, right? Because we're not gonna move wave the whole time. On the even count, it's what I use my pitch, my transition from stretch to compression. So when I do a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 1, the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6. That's a lot of practice that I've been doing on my own, leaders, just understanding how, boom, bam, switching forward and the triple step coming back to then have a triple step. And we even practice that visually without physical connection.
Yeah, so the goal is going to be take your basic patterns and try to find a little bit of this sway or pitch that we try to put in the differences of tension and compression. And that's usually where we'll find them is like the even counts, right? So 2 and, 4 and, 6 and. If we take a basic sugar push and we count it out for you, what you'll see is the 1 and the 2 starts to pitch. 3 and the 4 creates a pitch, 5 and the 6 creates this last pitch. The ands are usually used to soften it out. So if we create a pitch again without touching, we're just gonna create 1 and the 2 and 3 and the 4 and 5 and the 6. So it has a little bit more of like this rolling feeling.
Yeah, and something that I want to keep in mind, leaders, is when I do it, I also want to make sure my follower understand which angle I'm taking. So using that is also very helpful, right? So always keep that in mind. Practice, and we can't wait to see you creating all those different pitches and accents with your partner.
For now, we'll show it to you on music. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for today's West Coast Swing lesson. We hope that gave you some good materials and solid tools to be able to take home and be able to improve your dancing. Remember, everything that we have here is completely free because we believe that good dance education should be available to everybody.
But now, if you're ready to take your dancing to the next level and deep dive into technique and get full structure classes, you can join our online classes program. We have a full library waiting just for you.
Yes, you can check that out at tbonicole.com, or we'll also link it down in the description below. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to refine your skills in West Coast Swing, we have a path curated just for you, so go check it out.
For now, keep dancing, keep pushing, keep enjoying, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.